16-bit hockey fans, you want to sit back and relax because next 45 minutes I have a discussion with SOH. What does SOH stand for? You'll find out soon enough. You'll also find out a few other things, like why any outfield that includes Barry Bonds is the best. You'll also understand why that we have to recruit more people, especially from up north in Canada, to join the 2v2 tournaments. And most interestingly enough, you're going to see why, or you're going to learn why, that SOH is the NHL 94 version of John Madden, and SOH deserves to have his own SOH cruiser, just like Madden had his cruiser back in the day. That way he could travel from tournament to tournament in style, the way that he should and deserves to do so. So maybe we should set up a GoFundMe to get this and make it a reality. With all that being said, I do hope you enjoy this, and if you do, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. I guess the very first thing I have to ask you, the very first thing is the name, SOH. Is it so or SOH? Like, what is this?
It's SOH. It stands for Scots on Heroin.
Very cool. So I guess you've been using that for quite some time since you started your journey in NHL 94 community.
Yeah. Okay. I think I first was on the site in 2004 or 5.
And then your journey to 94, you didn't just come in online. You must have been playing 94 when you were younger, right? Like when it came out?
Oh, sure, yeah. My uncle had it, and I played at his house before I had a Sega. I don't know. I played 93 for Super Nintendo because my cousins had that. And it gets a bad rap. Like, Smoz really hates it. He was going to try to edit it, and he gave up because he's like, this game is just terrible. Which, I don't know. I don't really remember playing it because I was so young. It was like when it first came out. I was like 5 years old.
Have you touched it since then?
Not the Super Nintendo version. I played the Genesis version. I got that after I got 94.
Because if you play the Super Nintendo version now, okay, I'm gonna give you some at least story on my side. I was first exposed to NHL hockey for the Sega Genesis, and I was floored by that presentation and gameplay. It was just wonderful. Then I tried 93 for the Sega Genesis, and it was, a step up. It was a great game still. But then the guy across the street got for the Super Nintendo NHL PA 93. Now, I compared, when I was younger, I was comparing the SNES version to the Genesis version. And the one I remember, I got to try it out again, but it just seemed choppy. Does this give you any recollection? Do you recall anybody ever telling you it was choppy, or do you recall it being choppy at all?
No, actually, it was fast because it was on my cousin's TV. They had a big, huge projection screen, and the FPS on it must have been like in the hundreds because we played 93 and it was like a little bit fast. And then I think we played 96 and it was like everybody like had a rocket pack strapped to them. Seemed like.
So you didn't have a Genesis or Super Nintendo growing up, I take it.
I got Genesis after a while, and I got NHL hockey with it, the 92.
Oh, that game I absolutely adored. And even not too long ago, I started playing it again. Didn't age well. Like, when I play 94, I still play 94, obviously, today. That aged well. But 92, for some reason, didn't. But still, I mean, you got to look at it through the lens of when it first came out in 91 and the years, the few years after that, playing it. Like, it was revolutionary, right? Like, I'm not sure if you played, say, Blades of Steel or NES ice hockey before that, but there was a huge jump between those games and NHL hockey.
Oh yeah, I played Blades of Steel and NES hockey, ice hockey. I mean, yeah, my other uncles had that one. I remember I was like, "Where are the Penguins on ice hockey?" Because it's all the like countries, and I was like, "What the hell? I want to be the Penguins." And I think I gave up on it when I figured out the Penguins weren't in it. But I played it a little bit.
So you didn't play it enough to have your GOAT lineup, like the two medium guys, one fat guy, and one skinny guy. Like to this day, you don't have a GOAT lineup for that game.
I think you just nailed what it would be.
So two mediums, one fatty, and one light guy.
Sometimes two fatties, but I like to take slap shots from the point.
Yeah,
you can't do that with skinny guys.
Agreed. Yeah, I think they're good on face-offs, if I recall correctly. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, you got to get them just to carry the puck. But they have terrible shots. Yeah. No, but you know what? Really, what I want to dive into today is because you're a veteran of the community. You've been around for decades.
Yeah.
So you've seen the evolution of the game of '94, the way it's being played now versus it was 10 years, 20 years ago. I mean, I want to hear your thoughts about how the game has evolved because you've seen it firsthand. So I want to hear at least give me some rundown of how the game has changed over the past 20 years or so.
I don't know. The community is amazing. I never would have thought to come up with something like Nose or like that EARE thing that Smoz made where you can edit the team names and the player cards and stuff. Yeah, the community is just amazing. I never would have thought that, and especially with fighting now, that blows me away that they were able to put that in. And we were always like 20 years ago when I joined the forums, everybody was like, "Oh, I bet Smoz will put fighting in because he could do pretty much anything else." And the fact that it wasn't him that did it kind of blows me away.
Chaos is an absolute wizard, and Smoz, I don't want to downplay his skill set, but man, oh man, Chaos, the amount of time and effort he put into analyzing the code, the machine level language of the gameplay to figure out how to dissect that code from 93 and to input it into 94. It's an absolute work of art, and I'm thankful that everybody was part of that whole project. I'm not sure how much input other people have put into that, but that ROM, I love it. I mean, you've played it, you've given it a shot, and what are your thoughts on it?
I wish the ratings were different. I don't mind the arcade mode and stuff like that, but there's not enough guys in regular 94 that have that high of a fight rating to start fights. I played a few games with no fights, and I was like, "What the hell is this is supposed to be fighting?" And yeah, I mean, being that they the code got all ripped out right before it came out and all that, that story, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, I do.
Yeah, so I guess there would probably be more fighters if it was the original code, but that's the only complaint I have, really.
There are some guys that do have a decent fight rating that are playable. I'm looking at guys like Cam Neely, for instance. Right. I know a lot of guys may not like him because he's too heavy, but there are some people. I mean, I'm going to raise my hand. I prefer to play Neely than not, and so having him there is a guy that could play with the puck and could also pound guys with his fist. But aside from him, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Maybe Stevens, Tenorti, maybe.
Yeah.
And it just, I think it creates a new dynamic of the game more than anything else.
Absolutely.
I don't think you're going to start guys like Probert. He's just too heavy.
No, not when you're Detroit. They have so much depth aside from him.
Yeah, exactly. He's, I'm not sure we're 8th or 9th in a depth chart, but you're 100% right. But man, oh man, I want to go back to the evolution of the game. The one I think that it's a huge step up in the way the game is played to CB checking, right? Do you recall when that first came out?
Yeah, it was a couple of years after Smoz fixed the weight bug. I know Kors used to. I'm dating myself here. I knew him in real life. I unleashed him on the forums, and he ended up winning a couple leagues and stuff. I don't talk to him anymore though, but yeah, he used to do it before it was big, 20 years ago. Just he figured out that if you hit B quick enough, then your guy will hit, and you just move on to the next guy. I don't think he was doing it to do it as they do it now. He just like was doing it like he probably like by accident at first. It was just all about controlling his team, I think, more than anything else.
Was that the most evolutionary, like the biggest evolutionary moment in the game itself?
The weight bug, I think.
Well, the weight. So the discovery of the weight bug?
Well, not the fix of it. I mean, we all figured it out. Like, I didn't think of it when I was playing by myself before I was on the forum, but yeah, it definitely. I think that's the most revolutionary thing.
Manual goalies, that seems to have gotten a lot better over the years. I obviously wasn't there years ago, but I'm looking at players now using manual goalie, and oh my god, they are so damn good. Like, that's something else that's just always evolving and just getting better and better. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I used to be one of the best at it. People would say that before I won any leagues, and I think they've evolved way past me because I don't think I'm that good at it now compared to the field. You know,
you don't play a lot online, do you? Or
no, because my housing situation, like somebody's always streaming something, either music or movies or whatever, and I'm working to resolve that sometime soon. But yeah, my internet doesn't. I mean, I tried to play online with it when nobody else was home, and it just wouldn't cooperate with me.
Are you a Wi-Fi guy or are you a hardwired guy?
No, I hate Wi-Fi. It stinks. That's another thing too. Like, I would need a pretty long cord to get from where the modem is to where my computer is, unless nobody's home and I can go in the living room. But that's not very often.
Got it.
Somebody's always, doing something with the internet.
So, any leagues that you're participating right now, or you're not at all?
No, not at the moment.
Anything
I am
upcoming?
Curious as to,
anything upcoming you want to join in?
Not online. I'm planning to go to the next tournament that's live, which I think Jesus is doing it. Did he send you his?
I did get that, yes, and I was kind of confused on how to answer. And I'll be honest, my apologies. Jesus loves NHL 94. I didn't reply. I didn't answer because I'm not attending, so I don't think I'll be able to provide any input. Like, I'm just providing input, and I won't have any skin in the game, so I didn't say anything. So my apologies, but yeah, he sent it out. So that's going to be in Philadelphia, is it not?
Yeah.
And you're based in Pittsburgh, so it's not too far away. So
yeah, it's about like 4.5, 5 hours.
Holy shit, that's further than I thought. Okay, that's still distance.
Well, at least you wouldn't think, like, there's some people who are like, oh, Pittsburgh's right next to Philadelphia, right? And I'm like, no, you couldn't be further from the truth.
Yeah, I guess you're much further west. I didn't realize that. So
yeah, I might take a lot.
You used to play a lot with Jesus Plays NHL 94 on 2v2, right?
Yeah, we won 2 titles, and we were probably going to win a third one, but everybody quit playing because they were tired of losing to us.
How come you guys didn't team up for the last king and become a team? I mean, the one before that.
I fell asleep because I took some edibles, and I took, it was like 500 milligrams of chocolate bar thing. And yeah, I passed out when we got back to the Airbnb. So we were supposed to play together, but we didn't. And then we played together a little bit in Minnesota at Troy's tournament.
When you do that, does it just like, it's like old hat? It's like just, an old glove your hand is slipping into. It just seems like, yeah, I remember this guy. I remember this way he plays. Like, this seems right.
Well, we didn't win as much as I thought we would. I think we went like 3-2, and we didn't practice beforehand. If we would have practiced beforehand, just to like refamiliarize each other, I think we could have crushed the competition. But no, we just won a couple games.
What are the attributes that make somebody better in the 2v2 versus the regular classic ROM?
They're all the stats are all to like. What am I trying to say?
They're all level. They're all the same in the old ROM.
Yeah.
Have you tried a new ROM? The one that Jesus plays. Jesus loves NHL 94. He created a new 2v2 ROM, and the 2v2 ROM has basic. I'm not sure if you tried it out, but it's all-time great players in every team. So you can pick the players that you want to start, and it's an amazing ROM.
Yeah, I think we played that in Minnesota.
Thoughts on it? I'm curious since you tried it out and you actually played it live.
Pretty cool. Yeah, it's nice to have the different players as opposed to like some of them in the original ROM. Like they put Danny Heatley as one of the greatest senators, and I'm like, he was barely there. And then and I definitely wouldn't put him in my like top 5 of Ottawa Senators.
Give me your top 5. I'm curious. Alfredson goes there for sure.
Yeah, Alfredson, Yashin. He was really good till he got to Long Island.
Yeah. Redden?
He was pretty good. Chara, he played there, didn't he?
Yeah, for a little while, but he made his name with Boston.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could throw Chara in there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Carlson?
Yeah, I get to watch him all the time now. He was really bad for the Penguins when he first got here, but he was really good this past year. They voted him team MVP above Crosby and everything.
Holy, yeah. I'm curious your thoughts on the Pittsburgh Penguins season.
I was shocked. I thought they were going to finish bottom 5.
They made the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, they weren't too good once they got there, but it was fun getting there.
They played Philly, right?
Yeah.
What happened? I didn't follow once it started. Did it get smoked?
Yeah, they lost the first 3 and then won 2 and then lost in overtime in Game 6. Crosby wasn't his usual self against Philadelphia. He usually destroys them.
When you play Pittsburgh now in the 2v2 ROM, have you played with Crosby or is Lemieux and Yager your jam? Or I'm curious.
It's actually Lemieux and Stevens because that's who we were originally when we used to win all the time. Me and Jesus. I was Kevin Stevens and he was Lemieux. So I like putting them back together because it gets us to play like we used to, kind of. Me and Corbett, me and Corbett won for Team USA at the King 2v2.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I saw the picture.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You guys, the Americans smoked the Canadians in all aspects. Well, maybe not. McMarcus, did he win something in Halifax? But either way, the King is AJ. It's so good. Man,
yeah, now he's playing Super Nintendo too because he didn't win enough playing Sega.
Do you play Super Nintendo as well, or are you strictly Sega?
No, they talked me into playing it for one season, and I think I scored 5 goals all season in like 30 games. Because like it's just so different. Like all my cheap ways to score from Sega don't work.
There are some cheap ways to score in Super Nintendo. Once you figure it out, it is possible to do it. The crease cross is a easy and effective way to score goals, and could cause people to get pissed off and rage quit at the same time, but it works, right? So don't discount stuff like that. I mean, I just want to go back to the evolution of the game and the style of the gameplay. I mean, back in the day, was it just primarily dominated with just weight buggers? Is that what people tended to always use?
I don't, not for the first like couple years that I played. That came into style around like 07, I think. And I was there from, like I said, either 04 or 05. I think 04. We got the game banned in our high school because people kept downloading it and playing it instead of doing their work. And it was like the school came out and they're like, all right, no more NHL 94.
That's an awesome story. So what year was that roughly?
2005.
Holy shit. Yeah, okay.
Because we were playing online by then. And people would just like play it when they had downtime or whatever.
How was the connection over there? Because broadband was still, I guess, widely used, but still some people might have been on dial-up at that time. I mean, I'm curious, what was the typical connection with somebody? Was it decent?
Well, it really hasn't gotten that much better, I don't think. Yeah, it was pretty bad for the most part. I had DSL, and I don't know. It was pretty crappy most of the time.
So you don't think nowadays, like we're using now RetroArch 1.17, and you think that, in your opinion, it's still kind of hit and miss in terms of the connection?
Yeah, I never have a great connection with any of them.
Huh. Interesting. You know what? Hit me up. I want to play you one time if you're ever available and you want to play online. I'm curious to see if we have a good or a shitty connection, and feel free to be as honest as possible if it's crap or not. I'd just love to see what it's like. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on my housing situation, like I said. Hopefully in the next couple months it'll be resolved and I'll be somewhere that I'm the only one that's on the modem.
Tell me, what's the best way to improve playing 94? Do you think it's just strictly playing against a person, watching people play, maybe playing against a computer? Because you've been here for a long time, and I'd like to pick your brain on what's the best way to get better.
Yeah, honestly, the way I got better was playing 93 by myself, because there's no one-timers and goalie control, which makes it more challenging. And that's how I figured out how to spam pass shots. Because the goalies, like, if you launch them from center ice after you win a face-off, they'll go in like 90% of the time. And I had to figure out, like, once I played 94 primarily, like, you have to figure out all the angles, and it's like playing billiards almost.
So have you trained yourself to be proficient at pass shots? Like, if we play a game and you have a breakaway on me, do you have a good chance of scoring, at least getting it on net with your pass shot?
Oh, for sure.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I can't believe you didn't hear about that. Everybody, like, Ice Storm's always like, "Oh, here he comes with his fucking pass shots."
See, I've played you twice.
Yeah,
King, and I don't recall. I mean, maybe it happened, or there was pass shots, but it just didn't seem to stand out. It just seemed like we had a regular game that a lot of just a mix and mash of stuff. One timers, deeks, slap shots, all kinds of shit like that. But I now I have to pay closer attention. The one thing I noticed about you too, which is really cool, every time you scored a goal, you do that like fist pump.
Yeah.
I love that. That is so you, and it's just something that defines you, man. So then, are you proficient at the deeks, or like is just the pass shot your jam?
I like to think I'm proficient at everything,
Got it.
But like, man, if I have guys like, I like Isabort is my favorite on Detroit, even though he's like right near Probert on the depth chart. But he can score. He wins faceoffs, and you can do pass shots with him. Like, especially if you have like Cicerelli and Fedorov going to the net, and you have Isabort doing pass shots all day. Like, I feel like I could beat almost anybody. Not AJ, of course. I think my record against him in playoff rounds is like 0-9. We first played each other in 2006 in this 06 league with an updated ROM with I was the Penguins and I had Crosby and Malkin because it was like one of those updated ROMs, and he was the Lightning, and I think he beat me in 5 games. I was devastated because I was like, I finally have the team to go for, and he beat me in the first round.
Even back then, he was just killing people left and right online. Yeah, what a player. So then, to go back, then like do you do like a lot of one timers? Like, you're just like an all around type of
yeah.
player?
I like, if I'm playing in a tournament, I'll just it's whatever I can pull off at the time. Like, I try not to get too repetitive because, the level of competition keeps getting better every year.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I finished 4th in King. Like, I wouldn't have expected that. because based on the way I usually play, I usually get bounced in like the second round of like competition. But I got on a roll, and yeah, I made it all the way to fourth. Right, just in time to. I lost just in time to lose out on the money, of course.
It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
You touched upon Eiserbart. What is your preferred Detroit lineup, forward and defenders?
Oh, it's got to be. I put Nick Lidstrom in on defense because he's almost as good as he was in real life. Coffee, because you can't take him out. Like he's just such a good skater, even though he can't shoot. But just got to get close enough to the net for one of his passes to go in. And usually Fedorov and Cicerelli on the wings. I mean, it's hard to take out Yzerman because he's so good. But I usually don't use him as a winger. And if somebody, like, I don't always start Eiserbart, but if somebody gets a penalty or whatever, I always put him in immediately.
And this is what I'm going to pick your brain because I don't have a clue really what to do. I don't play with them a lot. The Winnipeg Jets, what's your preferred lineup with them?
Oh, Solani, Davidov, and then Jamnov sometimes, even though he's really slow. I put Sergei Baltin in on defense and Frederick Olsen. Baltin's a way quicker.
So Housley's out.
Sometimes I put Olsen in. Sometimes I don't. Housley's really fun to play with, but he's all offense, obviously.
Now this seems to be more of a topic of the day. Kelly Rudy. Trash, playable, or what?
As a manual goalie, he's not terrible, but I think like they really screwed him in the ratings. Like they screwed LA. Like Gretzky's the greatest goal scorer of all time. I know he was hurt that year, but they went to the finals, and I mean Rudy got him there, and he's like has pretty low ratings.
So he is kind of trash in the game, kind of, right?
Kinda, yeah.
I guess if you're proficient with manual goalie, he's decent enough. But AI Rudy is just. So LA Kings, the good team.
Sandstrom's good. I like Robitaille. I liked him in real life, especially when he played for the Penguins. Did you hear my story about this Robitaille jersey?
No.
My dad got me a Robitaille jersey for Christmas the one year because he was my favorite player, but he got number 21 instead of 20. And I was like, I'm not going to wear this. I hope you realize that. He said he took like 6 weeks trying to find his name to get it right, like in the newspaper.
Yeah.
And he got the name right, but he got number 21 instead of 20. And I was like, yeah, thanks a lot.
It's not an easy last name to spell. Imagine getting that right, but the number being off. That's
I know.
Funny. Still have it?
No. I had a Lightning jersey that I lost in high school, and I have an old Kovalev Penguin jersey that I brought out of my closet when they got him back in 2011.
Oh, man, that guy was skilled.
Oh, yeah. If he could have, I mean, he did more like damage as a Penguin than as a Ranger for sure. The only thing that would drive me crazy was they'd have him on the point on the power play, and anytime we would lose the puck and somebody had a breakaway, he would trip him, and he'd get a penalty, and our power play would be over. And I'd always be like, "You're the fastest guy on the team. You don't need to do that."
Ever see that one clip where I think it was Keenan when he was playing for the Rangers? He left him on the ice for like 5 straight minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, and they said he got to the bench and he was like, "Oh, you're taking me out now?" He said he loved it.
I think he scored a goal as well in the whole thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Dallas Stars. Would you?
I don't use them very often.
Why?
Nobody jumps out to me as like dominant. Like Modano has a crappy shot. Russ Courtnall, yeah, but I mean, speed only gets you so far. Like, that's why I don't like playing with Bure, because, like, you hit the button, you hit the up button, and he's past the other team's net because he's so fast. But yeah, I prefer Jeff Courtnall to Russ, even though Russ has better ratings.
Yeah. Interesting. So you don't, if given a chance, you're not going to use guys like Solani, McGillney, Bure, those 6-speed guys. You try to do a shot.
No, Bure is the only one that's too fast for me. I love using McGillney and Solani. I got Winnipeg in Classic a couple times and made the playoffs. The only team I've ever missed the playoffs with, well, I think I missed the playoffs with Hartford, who are just full of bums, and Calgary. I couldn't get a handle on Fleury. Like, his shot just wasn't good enough. They have a lot of depth too, like Detroit. Like, it's always hard to figure out who I want to put in.
It's such an odd team because if you look at them individually, they have a really good team, but then when you mesh them together, it seems like the sum of their parts is less than what it is individually. And it just something seems to like not work with them. I don't know what it is. I mean, Vernon is decent, not great, and just there's something there that's just lacking. I don't know what it is with Calgary. They're a good team, but they should be so much better. But whatever. Dallas Stars.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to use them in Classic again because they're just you just can't control them. You can't control Fleury. Like, I can get him to the net and I can cross check everybody in my path, but like his shot just doesn't do it for me.
How about Boston? Where would you put Boston in the grand scheme of things?
Mid-tier. I like using Oates, and Oates is a lot like Isabort, but faster. They're both really good at face-off.
I think he's 6 pass, so that he could really unleash those pass shots.
Yeah, that's what I like to do with them.
What else would you do with them? Are you putting the buggers on the ice? You're putting guys like Donato out there and keeping Juno? Or what's your strategy with Boston?
I usually try to get Neely because he gets close to the net and can pull off one-timers with him and Oates.
And now we're going for full circle here because guys like Neely, if you use them in the fighting ROM, which Chaos released, there's another added benefit of having him on the ice because he could potentially fight one of the opponents and take them out for 5 minutes or whatever. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah. I'm curious, then what are the teams you hate to play with?
Hartford. They're just, I don't even know how to describe them. They're all slow and like, I guess Verbeek is halfway decent sometimes, but that's about it.
Yeah, their defenders, they have a punch. I mean, with that CB check, they can knock down just about anybody out there. So they can play a tough defensive game.
Yeah, I don't really use the CB check though. I've never really like practiced it or anything. I can pull it off sometimes, but
you must hate the Penguins then. I mean,
oh yeah, they stink too. Oh, it hurts me to say that, but yeah, they're like they're tough unless you give it to Lemieux and nobody touches them. Then they're almost impossible to stop. But he you breathe on him and he's knocked out for the game.
Yeah, that's the. And what do you do when he goes out?
Put in Francis, who's super underrated. Like
Francis,
his pass rating should be way higher.
But Yager in a game is underwhelming, I find too.
Yeah, he's not very good,
which is too bad. Because that's kind of the weak link. I mean, Samuelson, again, CB checking, he's pretty darn good, and same with Murphy. CB check just about anybody. They got a team that you could actually do some damage with, but Yager just seems to be the odd man out for some reason. I don't know. It's too bad because he's such a good player in real life, and whatever.
Yeah, and he was good then. Like, he was never not good.
Yeah, 100%.
Coming off 2 cups.
Yeah. Yeah, and even to the bitter end when he went to Calgary and did he go to New Jersey? He was still Florida. He was still producing.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to go back to the online. Sorry, to in-person tournaments. You went to Minneapolis. You've been to King.
Yeah.
What other tournaments you've been to?
Those two, but I went to Minnesota twice, and I was at the original King, I think, and then the one in 2020. They had one in 2020, I think, because I think it was right before COVID. Yeah, I've been to that one more than the rest of them, but I've been to the Minnesota one twice. Until I went to Minnesota, I wasn't going to fly for the rest of my life because after 9/11, I decided I was like, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not going through the security, all that shit. But Troy talked me into it, and I went, and it was a good time.
How would you compare Minnesota versus any of the Kings?
I like the free food in Minnesota.
Halifax, if you're listening, there you go. Do something. Just kidding.
Yeah, Troy takes care of us in a big way, and we play at the hotel, which is convenient. Like the King, I liked the King more when we were at that one bar. I think it was the first one. The Blue Jays were, huh?
Was it the Wegs one you're talking about or no?
I can't remember. I just know it was a bar. A KG man was sleeping on the couch because they had a lounge. And we were all exhausted because it started so early in the morning. And KG man's like, "Oh, I'm going to go sleep on this couch." And that was it seemed like he had superpowers from the couch. Because he would take some huge nap and then play and destroy whoever he was playing, and then go back to sleep. But yeah, I like that one more than the rest of them. But I don't mind it now. The place we play in now is decent. It's just it gets so hot up there from all the people. That's why I have to duck out.
Bad.
Not as bad.
Yeah. It was pretty. Now, in terms of the competition, how would you stack the competition between, say, Minneapolis and the Kings?
It's a lot of the same guys, honestly.
Got it. So, but King, don't you have a wider variety? Do you think, or no?
Of players?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more that go to King than Minnesota. And
in terms of that. You're getting a little bit more of everything from higher tier, lower tier. I'm wondering I don't know, because I haven't been to anything else and I absolutely adore King. So Minneapolis, if you go there, it's just sharks in the water, essentially.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'd hate to go there. So
you've been improving a lot. I was really impressed by what you did in King this year.
It was smoke and mirrors, man. Don't get too. I'm not repeating that performance. So, to go back, I know you don't play online now, but it's still you've played online in the past. I'd love to know which was your favorite league to play in, and which one and why was it your favorite league?
Probably the 06 league, because I got to be the Penguins and they didn't stink like they do in the regular ROM. And they had Crosby and Malkin and Stahl and Fleury and everybody.
What about resurrecting that type of ROM? Would you ever want to do that and play that online?
Oh yeah, I would play it. I would join a league if my internet cooperated. I would join one for sure because that was so fun. Do you know the story about the 06 league? We talked about it in Minnesota. This guy named Dr. Pizza, he ran it, and he deleted the league 5 times in the midst of the season because he would flip out about nothing. And but he did commentary before anybody else did. This was in 2006. He would do live commentary on games, which was pretty impressive. But he was a psycho.
Have you heard the guys that are doing the live commentary now? I'm looking at Chris O. Is he doing it? Husky, New Jersey Killer. Have you listened to some of these recently? I think they're just phenomenal how they do stuff.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're better than pretty good. They're freaking amazing. I love listening to them. They're out of this world. Ever come across a rage quitter?
Oh yeah. Do you know about the Mario Lemieux Foundation?
Yeah.
We did a social distancing tournament in 2020. Yeah, somebody rage quit on me on that because I scored like 3 goals and he got all pissed and he sent me a finger emoji and he told me to be a better person and quit. And I was like, I have high enough self-esteem that I'm not going to listen to that.
What did he expect you to do? Just roll over and quit after scoring a goal? Like, what was the like?
Dude, I don't know. It's not like I was celebrating or anything. Nothing special. Just I was the Red Wings and he was, I forget, and I was just smoking him. And yeah, I scored 3 quick ones and he got all bent out of shape.
That's the name of the game, is to score more than your opponent. And was it a called matchup, or were you the Red Wings for the whole duration of that?
I wasn't the Red Wings for the whole thing, no.
So somebody called out the Red Wings and you picked them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair game, man. Score as many goals as you can. If you could punch 20, go nuts.
Yeah.
Whatever. So you've been around long enough. I'm curious if you have any guys that you just remember fondly that they might have left the community back in the day and they left a mark in the NHL 94 history book.
Yeah, Canadian guys that we wish would come back to make 2v2 more fair, at least. Because they used to play it. We used to stay up almost all night and play it. When Friday, I don't know where he went, Habs. Apparently, people have been talking to him and trying to get him to come to the King one time, but he hasn't done it. Yeah, mostly Canadians.
No Americans that come to mind that were guys that were really instrumental in the community, left their mark, that you want to see come back?
No, they're pretty much all still there. I mean, if EA left, I would say that about him, but he came back.
Dude's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's such a really cool guy. All right, I want to move on to the rapid fire section. I'm going to fire off some quick questions to you, and let's see if you could pot this in the net. And some interesting questions, and let's see what your answers are. So, is there a better outfield than Bonds, Bonilla, and Van Slyke?
No, anything with Bonds in it is the greatest of all time.
Who do you prefer, Yzerman or Cicerelli?
Cicerelli.
Who's the better QB, Tommy Maddox or Neil O'Donnell?
Maddox for sure. I had a Tommy Gun T-shirt.
All right, rank these defenders: Bork, Coffey, and Housley.
Coffey, Housley, Bork. Because it's just too easy to take Bork down, even though he can pass and shoot.
And he checks like a motherfucker when you leave him as the AI. Like he's just he's a checking machine. All right. Who are you picking in this matchup? Islanders or Capitals?
Capitals. I like Bondra more than anybody. Bondra, he's better than anybody on the Islanders, I think.
Oh, you know what? I've learned to love, and some time ago I used to say Capitals suck. No, they're damn good. Same with the Islanders. They're damn good. I'm just curious to see what your thoughts are. So interesting, with the Caps. So any matchup you hate to see called?
Hartford Islanders. They both stink.
Islanders don't stink. Hartford, I probably
think they stink.
And they made the semifinals. They beat Pittsburgh that year, if you recall.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
Who is it? Volek that scored the overtime goal? I can't remember.
Volek.
Yeah,
David Ball.
Yeah. Ferrero set him up. Favorite matchup you want to see called?
Buffalo, Detroit.
Most overrated team in the game?
Hartford. Anybody that rates them above 0 is an idiot.
Ottawa or Anaheim?
Anaheim. They're more fun.
Most underrated team in the game?
Washington.
Interesting. Belfour, or Raw?
I've seen Wa steal more games, but I'd rather have Belfort myself.
Is Quebec underrated?
I'd say they're about where they should be.
Why aren't the Rangers better in the game?
Because God hates Gortner, I guess.
He should be so much better, right? The guy scored 700 goals in his career, right? Like, oh,
yeah,
man.
and he
All
was
right.
a skater when he was like 100 years old.
He had skills, man. All right. Got one final question, not rapid fire. This is one you could take however long you want to answer this. If you could change one thing about NHL 94, the game, the community, whatever you want, what would it be?
I would have the Monstars take AJ's powers.
Is he beatable?
He's beatable, yeah. But
how?
I don't know. I've done it, and I can't even say how.
You just watch him play, and not just him. Like there's other players out there that you just watch them play. They play so good, and it's like I don't know if I'd ever beat these guys unless it's like a truly unfair matchup, like Ottawa versus Detroit type of thing.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just you're gonna get wrecked. I mean, I'm gonna get wrecked. Other people might have a better chance, but are you going to the next King?
I plan to, yeah.
Nice. Looking forward to seeing that. All right. That's all I gotta say, brother. Any last questions before we end this one?
I think we covered it all.
No comments, no like
I want to thank Chaos for putting fighting in. That's like the craziest thing ever.
Yeah, 100%, man. He did a lot of work, and not only that, I just wanted one last comment on my side. The amount of work and effort he put into analyzing the code, for example, finding out that the stick right, stick left, glove right, glove left in for the goalies, they're pretty much meaningless. Before this, the idea was, oh, these have some
value,
but now they don't.
Right.
Like, now they're just meaningless. Like the guys that I think he's just an absolute gem for the community. Love the guy. All right, man. That's it. Hope you appreciate this one, and we'll be back at this another time.
Sure. Thanks.